Oops, Annie, move. Okay, I really thought the lighting was gonna be better, but now I realize it is not. Okay, still not great, but it is what it is. Hi everyone. Does that give any indication of what these past few months have been like? Been so much going on these past few months, and I think I've been off of YouTube because there is a constant battle internally of like what to share and what not to share. And honestly, I was getting like really creepy comments from people. So if you're watching this, I've blocked you, but so hopefully you can't. But it's disheartening because I want my page to be for people for women in particular that share a similar interest to me, that love fashion, that want to follow the journey of the brand. And when I get really inappropriate comments from men on this channel, it's just really disappointing to see that, you know, you hear about it happening all the time as a woman, but to just see that men are out there doing that. And I think it turns me off of YouTube a bit, but at the same time, like, I love YouTube. I love sharing with y'all what is going on with the brand, and it's been like truly such an exciting year, but it just feels like I feel like it was at a point where it was bringing me more stress than joy. And I think something I've really been trying to work on lately is limiting unnecessary stress. Like, life is already stressful, so trying to limit and remove the things that are not stressful or that are unnecessarily stressful, and YouTube was just kind of one of those things. And it allowed me to focus a bit more on growing Instagram and focusing on obviously the operations of my brand, which is great. But yeah, I think, oh, it's kind of hot. I'm just gonna put on my cami. Hopefully no one makes weird comments. But anyways, yeah, so it's been like basically where things are at with the brand. Just to catch y'all up, we are officially launching, assuming nothing crazy happens, knock on wood. We're officially launching the 22nd of June, so about 28 days. And we're launching one design called the Ruthie dress, so it's named after my grandmother. You can read a little bit more about it online or on my Instagram, or if you want to sign up for the mailing list, you can do that. But my grandmother has always been a huge fashion inspiration for me, and she sewed many of her own clothes, and she actually made her own wedding dress. And I'm just very, very excited to name this dress after her, because heritage is something that is really important to my brand, and I think taking advantage of opportunities to honor the people that have inspired my brand and given me opportunity to do what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm just really excited about it. It's gonna be like really interesting to see what happens when something is actually sellable. Obviously right now everything we've been doing has been the development process, but it's been wonderful. Like, I've loved it so much. I've been wanting to do this for so long, like my whole life, but I just didn't quite know the how. And by working in tech, which I also love my job there, so I feel very blessed that I have two careers that I both, you know, I love both, but working in tech has allowed me to save and make enough money to build my brand and bootstrap my brand and do it without taking on investors, which has been a huge blessing, because taking on investors is, you know, it's just something that never appealed to me. Let me just put it that way. Like, I wanted to maintain a lot of control, and I just knew if I were to go out and try and find someone to invest in my brand, I would potentially and very likely lose a lot of control. And I didn't want to do that. So by working my day job in tech, I was able to save enough to actually start a brand. But we're doing everything very slowly. So the first design, the Ruthie dress, which is a strapless tweed mini dress, it's so cute. Literally every time I wear it, I get so many compliments, and people are like, where do you find your, like, where do you buy your dress? I'm like, well, actually I made it. Which is just the most honoring thing to feel, and to have happen to you as a designer. It's like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I love it, I know, and like I love it and I'll wear it, and that brings me so much confidence, but to have other people see that is just so exciting. But with that being said, the dress, what was I talking about? I don't really remember. Oh, we're doing everything like really slowly in small batches. The first production round, we're only making 50 dresses. Technically 53. I added a couple size zeros at the end because really it's a proof of concept more than anything. Like, there's so many kinks that have yet, like, I'm still, so much of the business right now is in that quadrant of like, you don't know what you don't know, you know, and I know there's a lot in there. And so I felt like I could mitigate risk by having a smaller first production round, working out some kinks in the fulfillment process. And then as we grow and we, you know, build a stronger following, then we can scale that easily, because truly the most expensive part is the development, and it's the startup cost, it's the cost of mistakes, it's the cost of starting all the new things as a business. And so I'm just trying to take things slowly, and part of the reason we're also doing a very small first production round is I really don't want this dress to go to waste. You know, working in the fashion industry back when I was a buyer for Neiman's, you just saw so much waste. You know, people that would spend, you know, products that were retailing at, you know, for thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars be tossed in a bin and sent to a sample sale, or, you know, an outlet store, and sold for peanuts. And so when you think about it as a buyer, when you go to a department store and you're paying, you know, a retail price for something, in that margin is, and in that price, there's a margin, right? Like the business is getting a margin off of that. And in that retail price are so many things are calculated other than just the garment and the quality of the garment and the labor and the fabrics. There's the cost of, not the cost of goods sold, but just the cost of doing business in the retail environment. You take into account returns, like you take into account, you know, that things are going to get marked down as a retailer. And as a customer, it's you understand that that's what's happening, or maybe you don't, right? But because I worked in that world, I knew that, okay, this is why this dress costs $500, not because that's the cost of fabric and labor times 2. It's probably more like times 3 or 4, really, because they also have to still make a profit. By the time they, you know, the vendor still has to make a profit, the manufacturer still has to make a profit by the time they've sold it to the retailer. There could be returns, there could be markdowns, like they have to protect themselves. So as a manufacturer, I really wanted to make something where you could get the best quality garment possible. There was a limited waste for, you know, yes, the dress will still be expensive by relative standards, but you're paying for a very high quality garment that will last you a very long time. Like, that is my biggest, the thing that keeps me up at night, or like stresses me out more than anything, is like, will this garment stand the test of time? Because that is the most important thing to me, is like, not only that it will stand the test of time in terms of quality, but also in terms of just durability. But that also, as a customer, you know, if any of y'all do purchase a dress, this is where I ask you to really prioritize taking care of your clothes. You know, clothes will only last as long as you care for them. And even the finest garments are garments, and they are delicate, and this is a very delicate fabric. So I say all of that like to say like that's why we're doing such a small production round, is because we really, I say we, it's me, you know, and obviously my manufacturer, and I brought on a consultant as well that's been helping me, thank God. She's been wonderful to work with. So if any of y'all need a consultant in this industry, I'm happy to refer her. Just DM me on Instagram. But anyways, it's been such a journey, and it's been so wonderful, and I truly loved every moment of it, and it's not over yet. I mean, and like really, I just know I'm gonna learn a lot once we actually launch and like start selling and all of that. But yeah, it's been like incredible. It's definitely been stressful, but also in full transparency, I went through a pretty bad breakup, and I'm fine, but it was very like work-wise, career-wise, things have been great. Like I think going through such a hard breakup, we dated for 3.5 years, like going through such a hard breakup just made me so grateful for my support system and like all my friends that were there for me, and were there for me while I vented and complained, and like, you know, at the end of the day, no one was wrong or right in the breakup. We just really wanted different things out of life and had different values, and I just felt like we could stay together and get divorced in 10 years and maybe have a kid or two along the way, and like that kid or kids would have to deal with having a split family, or I can make a choice, you know, and I prayed about it so much, and I just felt like the answer always came back so clear, like from God. And I just, you know, it was a very, very hard choice, but I had to make the best choice for myself. But it did not come with, like, I knew either way was going to be stressful, so it was kind of like, as the saying goes, pick your poison. And now I'm been given like this wonderful gift of enjoying singleness and really getting to know myself in a different way, and getting to spend more time with my friends, and focusing on my career and my business and my health, which has been like a wonderful, wonderful gift. So it's been wild. And I think honestly, like with YouTube, really this past year, not that I don't blame anyone for my inconsistencies on YouTube, but it's very hard to show up and like vlog and be myself on camera when you know in the back of your mind like there's so much shit going on, like so much shit. Like it's been a wild year, because also when breakups happen, like very rarely after you've dated someone for 3.5 years do you just wake up one day and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, like I'm gonna break up with you. Like it's going, like the challenges are going on for a while, and then and so it was just like, okay, I have all of this stress and these challenges going on in the background, and now I'm supposed to vlog like everything's fine, you know, like, or you know, do I stay, or do I say something on the vlog? But out of respect for my ex, like I didn't want to do that, you know, like he's a very private person and he deserves that privacy. And so it was just very, very hard. And I know y'all don't care, like I know y'all are like, whatever, like post, don't post, like you know, I don't know, but it's been interesting. Like my YouTube, at the core of it, has always been like me sharing the ups and downs of really growing I don't want to say, like, usually it's my career, but it's so many other things that extend beyond that, right? And yeah, so it's been a journey. It's been kind of a crazy year, but I think I did just have a birthday, and I think 29 is gonna be a great year. Like, all things considered, 28 was still great. Like, there were so many fun memories, a lot of them with my ex. Like, there were so many wonderful moments and things that happened, and I feel like 28 was the year I really was like took ownership of the things that I wanted to do in life and started doing them. And that decision has given me so much confidence as a person. I feel like I know myself so well compared to, you know, me at 27 or 26 or 25. I feel so much more grounded in who I am, and I feel like I've really been just, I don't know, I just feel really, really excited for what's to come. And I feel really excited for the business, and I'm cautiously optimistic. Like, I know there are a lot of things that will go wrong. I just know that's the cost of doing business, but I feel so just aligned, and like I'm doing what God wants me to be doing right now, and I'm living the way God wants me to live for the most part, you know, trying my best every day. But it's just been like, it's been, I don't know, it's a hard thing to explain, because when you tell someone you've gone through a breakup or you've started a business or whatever, like, it's interesting, like, some people's reaction is like, oh wow, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that, or I'm so sorry you're going through this. And it's kind of like, I understand what they mean, and I'm grateful for their sympathy, but at the same time, like, those challenges have really been huge gifts to me, because those are the challenges that have given me the confidence to move forward. And I would just say, like, you know, and they've given me not only confidence, but like empathy. You know, I'm naturally just not a very empathetic person. It's something that I try to be very aware of, and I think sometimes there is value in not being the most empathetic person, because you have to move forward, you know, and sometimes empathy can prevent forward motion. But then there are many cases where empathy is hugely important, and you do need that. And I think these challenges this year have just taught me so much empathy, and have really just made me so grateful for the support system I have, because I don't think I could have gotten through. I don't think I could have made, you know, this choosing to end my relationship was by far the hardest decision I've ever made in my life, and I don't think I could have done it without my support system. And not necessarily a support system of a bunch of people that agreed with me, but a bunch of people that said, I love you and I'll support you no matter what you decide to do. Like, that was hugely critical. So if you're watching this, thank you, and I love you so much. And yeah, that's what's been going on. But I am just using, it's Memorial Day, so I'm just using today to kind of lay low, stay under the radar. I'm doing some cleaning at home. I'm actually going to be moving in a couple months, so I'm just trying to kind of get organized and start cleaning through some stuff and do some like sewing projects. I have some sewing projects that I've really been wanting to do, like just alterations I've been wanting to make. So I'm just using today for that. But yeah, it feels good to be back. It felt a little hard to start the vlog because it's been so long, but yeah, welcome to the vlog.
to finish this vlog before I left for Vermont, but I obviously didn't. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because now I can show y'all the hotel I'm staying at. It's really been so quaint. So the reason I'm in Vermont is I volunteer with a like women in STEM organization. I just need my coffee. I volunteer with a women in STEM organization, and they partner with the Girl Scouts. So this is the second Girl Scouts event I've done where the only obligation in the group is that you do a speaking event to talk to young girls about their careers and what it meant to you to have a STEM degree. And like, for people who are listening who don't know or maybe aren't from America, STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. So I got my degree in physics and math, which is why I have, why I'm part of this group and whatever. So it's so fun though, because you go to these events and these young women are just like, well, they're young ladies, they're Girl Scouts, right? And they're just full of life and energy. And the reason we have this group and we support, I know this can be kind of a controversial topic, but young girls do act differently when guys aren't in the room. And I think that is, it's important to have both experiences, right? But when girls aren't around guys, I think we tend to be a little bit more open, and we're not so worried about like, oh, what does the boy think? And there's some girls that don't worry about that, but I was definitely one of those girls that did. So anyways, it was just so much fun, and the girls were so sweet, and they were all really curious, I think, because obviously I work in fashion design and I have my own clothing brand and I'm an actress. So they're like, was it hard to become an actress? I'm like, guys, I'm not on a movie screen, don't get me wrong, like one day maybe, but it was just so fun, and it really makes me reflect. And it was just so exciting. But now I just woke up. I fly down to New York this afternoon, and my flight's been a little delayed, which is fine, because I have a bunch of work I need to do. So I slept in. I slept so much, and I'm holding my coffee, but I really need to drink some water. I'm trying to get better about, when I travel, I'm just not so good about drinking water. It's when I'm home, I'm great at it, but when I travel, not so much. But I just put my electric lights in, but oh my gosh, y'all, Vermont is beautiful, beautiful. Like, I definitely see myself more as a Connecticut girl, to be honest. Like, Vermont, it's a little bit more like Birkenstocks and like skateboards, but it is truly one of the most beautiful places I've been to. Like, it is so green here, and they told me they've been in a drought, but it's been raining lately. But oh my goodness, and there's this company called the Vermont Flannel Company, so they make these bathrobes, which I asked the staff, I was like, can you buy, like, do you have a hotel shop where you can buy the bathrobes? I'm staying at Hotel Vermont, absolutely beautiful. The staff is so friendly. I've heard the restaurant here is really good too, but I just ordered room service, so we'll see. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a modern, like Scandinavian Swiss chalet kind of vibe. There's a lot of wood, a lot of flannel, but there's this flannel company called the Vermont Flannel Company. I think that's what it's called, but it's really cool. Yeah, I'm really liking it. And so they also gave me a blanket because I wanted to like, it was a little cold last night. It's been cold up here. It's like 48 and raining. For a Texas girl, that's like our winter. So, but yeah, so I'm just going to do a little bit of work on my laptop. I have 2 hours till I need to check out, and then probably just mosey down to the airport. Maybe like stop in a coffee shop, or I bought the cutest little set yesterday. I'll see if I can put like a picture up here at Free People. And it's like a red kind of print tank. I'm sure y'all have seen it. And these micro shorts. And I know I know the trend, the minis trend, the micro shorts trend. I jumped on this trend last fall and I'm not getting off of it. I'm like, I will live out the mini trend until I can't, because there will be a day where I can no longer wear a mini. I mean, I can, but right, like my children would be embarrassed. So I am truly so excited. Like, I'm telling my girlfriends, or I need to text them right now. I'm like, we're going to Stuffing Friday. I'm wearing my minis. We're going to have fun. Like, it's going to be great because I'm ready to get the legs out. It's time. It's time. They've been covered up too long. Summer's here. It's hot girl summer. But yeah, no, I love Vermont. I'm staying in Burlington. It's such a beautiful little charming town. I got lunch yesterday at Lunig's, I don't know, it was a little French cafe and the staff was so sweet. This is the last thing I'll say, y'all. Oh, I can't because my phone is on it. I'm recording on my phone because I didn't bring my Canon because I was like, I'm not going to vlog. And now I'm like, no, I really want to vlog. I am reading Jojo Moyes' Last Letter to Your Lover. My head has been stuck in this book for like 2 days now. I know I'm late. I know I'm late on the trend, but oh my gosh, the way she writes. So I read Me Before You a couple weeks ago, and I think on one of my trips back from New York, and I like bawled my eyes out, of course, on the plane, because it's just the way it ends is so, however you feel about it, it's just so heartbreaking, you know? But I'm reading this book, Last Letter to Your Lover. If you don't know what it's about, you have to read it. It's like, why do I love these romantic just tragedies, you know, with like kind of a happy ending? I don't know. I'm not at the end yet. I just got to the part where it's modern day now and the editor's looking for the letters. So I won't say any more than that, because if you haven't read it, I don't want to give it away. But if you love like romance, kind of old world feel books that are set in England, because I love England, then this is your book. That's so good. So anyway, so I'm just going to wait for room service to get here. I'm going to do some skincare and just kind of slowly start packing for New York. Hotel I'm staying at has like the most unique wall paintings. I'm like, I don't really know what happened when they designed it, but they went for it. I'm just doing a little layer of makeup because I already did a decent amount earlier. Some makeup, but yeah, I just got to New York. You can probably hear the sirens outside. Or just not the sirens, but like the shenanigans, the trucks, the things moving around. But I'm trying a new dinner spot tonight. I'm going to the Grand Soho Hotel, and I'm eating at their, I don't remember the name of it. It's not the club room. It's something else, but I'll let y'all know how it is. I'm trying to venture out of my neighborhood that I stay in when I'm in New York, because I was told the last time I was here, because I went to a restaurant nearby, and I ended up chatting with the bartender a bunch, and he was like, yeah, this is not like the cool place to hang out. I think it's like older, because I stay in Gramercy, and I think it just like has a quieter vibe. Sorry, we can only do so much at once. But I was like, yeah, I think what he meant by that is not that it's not nice. Because it is nice. Gramercy is a really nice area, but I'm patiently waiting for the Gramercy Park Hotel to reopen. It's been closed down, I think, for like 10 years now. I don't know, but they've been working on the hotel. So anyway, so yeah, I'll let y'all know how that is. Makeup, same as usual, Chanel bronzer. This is the e.l.f. putty. I've had this for years. I don't know what color it is, but I really like it. It's kind of like a corally color, and those colors tend to do well on me. Going in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I'm not going to redo any of my foundation because it's not necessary. Let's see. Maybe just a couple dabs of concealer. And then I like to take my concealer from this part. It's a little more tacky, which for my skin works really well because I cannot keep my concealer on just for the life of me. Like, it just does not want to stay on. So, but the only thing you have to watch is that it can get a little cakey. But this is the Hourglass concealer. I will say one thing, because I go to New York probably once a month, twice a month. It varies, but I've gotten so good at packing in a carry-on. Like, never would I think that that would be the case for me, but I've gotten so good at it, y'all. This is a freckle pin that's dying on me. Can y'all tell? It didn't really make that many uses. Like, I loved it the first day, and then everything went kind of kerplunk after that. I kind of need to get a move on it if I'm gonna walk. It's like my phone says it's a 40-minute walk, but I really want to get my steps in. Oh, that's my bathrobe. Yes, thank you. There we go. I didn't want to put my hair down because I put body oil on and I didn't want my hair to get all gross. But I'm going to redo my mascara. Y'all know this is the Chanel Volume Mascara. Waterproof. It's the best. It's my favorite. I will live and die by it. The only other mascara I use is the L'Oreal Brown Waterproof, just on days where I want something more natural, but Chanel is, like, my makeup really doesn't change. I'll change little things here and there, but I'm kind of a loyalist when it comes to, I probably would have thought on the British side, you know. No, I'm kidding. But anyhow. So, all right, guys, that's the makeup for the day. Do a little highlighter. Who really knows what's happening because I'm working off my camera. But I'm gonna go do my hair because it's a mess, and then we're gonna go to dinner.